Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye, bye. Dub says I can't dance. He says my backbone is too straight. Chest out. I'm ready. Intro time. Welcome back to the Gunners Collective TV. And if you're back, man, hit the like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all, so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. I appreciate all the support, man, and I'm very humbled by it. So let's talk this weekend. I was MIA. I was missing in action on social media. Man, sometimes I wrap social media up like a present and toma. You can have it, unwrap it, right? You got to step away. You got to go spend time with familia, friends, inner circles, all that. Get away, get out of town. And so me and a couple homeboys took a road trip. We took a road trip this weekend. We decided, man, for whatever reason, we're going to have fun. We're going to hit some casinos. We're going to do our thing. And then everybody ran out of gas on me and they all took off. And you know, gun, man, I know the haters like to say, oh, you don't go nowhere, man. I'll be boloing this shit. It's all facts. I do my own thing. So anyways, I met up with a few family members earlier that day at a casino and we had a good time. And I took 400 with me. And this is the truth, right? Man, look, I got love for my sister, man. Always will to the end of time. But every time she's around, I'll be losing. She wins, I lose. It's just like a cooler to me. Something's wrong. Anyways, before they got there, I was already at the casino doing my thing. I was winning. I was up like 600-700. Everything was good, right? If you don't know me by now, back in the days, I used to be addicted to gambling, addicted to the casinos. Now I can go and just have fun. Take just a little bit of bread with me, leave my card at home, and walk away and not even tripping. But I was up. All of a sudden, my brother-in-law and sister pull up, and I'm down. In fact, when they pulled up, I was actually in a bonus doing my thing, and then I went down. I went down, down, down. And so we left. Well, they went one way, and I decided I'm going to go a different way. Well, on the way home, there happened to be another casino. And quietly as it's kept, another little 800 ain't going to hurt no one, at least not me, especially in this economy, right? I'll be all right. And so I went into that motherfucker solo. Now, this particular casino that I pulled up to is a lot of Mexicanos there, a lot of paisas, a lot of Nortenos, Sureños, right? But I ain't tripping. Like, I'm not gangbanging. I'm not dressed like a gang member. Yes, I'm tatted back, but I'm not looking for smoke. Sometimes you find it even when you're not looking for it, but I wasn't looking for it. I could care less, to tell you the truth. I'm not going with the intentions to disrespect anyone. I'm going to gamble and to have a good time and to have me a drink or two or three, and then get the fuck up out of there. Zero sugar. It's all good. So without any added preservatives, let me give you some knowledge from the college of what happened, right? So I pull up and I was there about a couple hours and I was actually winning a little bit. So I was like, all right, everything's good. I'm gonna get my money back. You know how it is, man. You go to one casino, you lose. You're in that struggle to get that jackpot. Then you're just in the struggle to get your money back. Well, I was in that second struggle. I just wanted to get my bread back so I get the fuck on out of there. It was about midnight, so it was getting late, and I still had a very, very long ride, at least a 3-hour ride. So I was like, damn, man, hopefully I can hit something big and get up out of here. So I jump on this one game. I'm betting $10 a spin. I start to bubble. It starts giving me luck has arrived, and I'm like, oh, wait, I love it when luck has arrived, right? Because that means I'm going to get lucky. It arrived like a motherfucker. And sure enough, it arrived in a $1,200 fashion. So I'm like, okay, cool. I already got my money plus some. So just like any other person who likes to gamble, instead of saying, all right, I got my money back, it's time to bounce, I'm going to go ahead and throw another 100 in, right? And luck arrived again, and it hit for another 900. So luck was arriving. But not only was that arriving, there was 2 Mexicanos there, okay? And so when I'm playing this game, I don't know if you guys are into the casino and the gambling, but there's a slot machine game called Huff and Puff, right? It's where the big bad wolf comes out and blows all the houses down, preferably a mansion. So anyways, this motherfuckers are walking by, and I see them, and I see one of them recognizes me. He either recognizes me or he's just mean mugging, but he has like a bitter beer face look on his mouth, right? And I was like, okay. And I'm usually not looking at anybody's mouth, but I'm just saying this motherfucker's frown was very upside down. And so he's kind of mean mugging. He walks by, and so I turn around, I'm playing the game like, whatever, that's his prerogative. He can do what he want to do. And all of a sudden I hear Gunner. And usually I hear my name, I'll turn. But because this dude was already on my mind, the way he was mean mugging, I'm not looking for no smoke, man. He says, Gunner. And I just keep on playing. So obviously he figures, okay, maybe that isn't him. Maybe that's just a dude that looks like him, and that him and his homeboy bounce. His homeboy's a pretty big dude, right? He's short, stocky. His homeboy's tall, probably about 6'3", 6'4", big dude. I'm 6 foot, so compared to me, this motherfucker's big. So I'm doing my thing. I go to another game. I see these guys again. They're in the similar area that I'm in, and they're whispering and talking. And then whatever, I said, okay, he definitely notices me, but I'm waiting for their approach to see if I'm going to get that smoke, right? So now I'm gauging the situation. This is how I am. I'm very aware. Having been in prison for so long, you got to stay on point, okay? Between all the chicks with the nalgas walking around, it was hard, right? But I was staying on point. You know, I'm winning. There's a chick over there giving up, looks like a mamon to a blackjack dealer. He's winning. And then you got these two bofos walking around me mugging. They're about to be not winning because I'm going to get off where I'm mad at, man. Casino or not, you know what I'm saying? Come bail me out of county jail. It's already on my books. I'll just call the bail bonds and get on out of there. Thank you, Huff and Puff. So anyways, as I'm playing, these guys go to the bar area. And I can see them, and I'm playing this game. And I'm looking directly at the bar. So they're leaning back. They're laughing. They're dude's shaking his head. He's doing this, one of these moves like. And I get up to cash a ticket in. And I'm already thinking, okay, it's late, man. Let me avoid this situation before these fools get hostile. And I'm going to leave, and they're right in front of me. There's no more ducking and dodging. There's no more, okay, I'm going to play this game even though I don't know what it is. There's no more any of that. It's not that the gunner was running. It was I was trying to avoid a situation. And obviously, if they felt they wanted to get off where they were mad at, they could have came at me. They see me a million times. So now we can't avoid each other, right? And I'm like, fuck, man. I'm already like, I'm going to crack the big one. Fuck the small one. I just kick them, right? I'm going to crack the big one, if anything. And so the type of person I am, this is the way I was raised. You can't avoid a situation when the situation's in front of you, okay? So, and you can't be no pussy or no punk. You know, the way I was taught, any man, if you look at a man in the eyes and he bows his head or he looks scary, you got him. Once you got him, there's nothing he could do in life. I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker's a jiu-jitsu fighter. That don't matter. You already got him. You're in his head, right? You already punked him. And now you're going to really feel brave and do your thing. So there wasn't no way. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes that I'm going to let this dude punk me. I'll take my ass. I'll get kicked, my ass kicked before I'll do anything. Don't shoot me though, but you can kick my ass, right? And preferably don't stab me because that shit hurts. And I've had it a gang of times. So anyways, these motherfuckers are looking, right? So I'm like, what's up, Holmes? Right? Like, fuck it. I'm going to hit them up. I'm not going to let them hit me up. And dude was like, hey, are you Gunner? Gunner's Collective? And I'm like, okay, now is the time. I'm recognized. Yes, it's me. I could do two things in this situation, ladies and gentlemen. I could say, oh, no, hell no. I don't even know who that J-Cat is, right? Or I could say, yeah, that's me. What's up? I chose door number 2, right? I was like, yeah, what's up? I'm still aggressive. I'm in a half 60, an aggressive stance. Like, fuck, man, what's up with these guys? Because the way that dude was looking and pointing earlier was kind of like, fuck this dude, right? Okay, well, fuck you, son of a bitch, right? I'll get my Bernie Mac on. You know what I'm saying? My ears itchy when I'm ready to fight. So I'm like, what's up? And so he's like, oh, bro, I'll be on your lives, bro. I'll be supporting you, this, and that. What are you doing out here? I said, I came out to visit family and friends, man. We smashed out here. So now my guard's down, but not really down because the other dude that looks like Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds, nerds, is standing right there, right? So I turned to him. I'm like, what's up, bro? Right? Because he's huffing and puffing like the fucking wolf on that video game or that slot machine over my back. And I ain't no mansion. You ain't going to try to blow me down. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a chick, about 5'2", preferably, with big 10,000 a BBL, then you can huff and puff and blow me down all day. So anyways, I'm like, what's up? And he's like, oh, what's up, bro? He's never watched me, but he's rolling with this homeboy, and this homeboy gets into the spiel. Oh yeah, bro, I'm from Northern California. I'm a Northerner. This, and that. I don't fuck around like that, bro. And my homeboy's a Southsider. And I said, damn, if it isn't the Timu version of me and Dubs, right? I was like, what's up? And the Southsider's like, yeah, I'm from LA, bro. And I'm like, all right. And he's talking half Spanish, half English. So I'm understanding half of what he's saying. The Spanish half. The English was broken, right? And so we're chopping it up and they're cool. And they're like, yeah, man, let me get you a drink. And they give me a drink. And then we go over to a game, man, and we're gaming. And this dude's betting $1.50 and the other dude's betting like 3 cents. And I'm betting $10 a pop. And I'm hitting and they're losing and everything is good in my neighborhood, right? Okay, so I think, all right, bam. I met it with the Timu version of myself and Dubs. It's all good. That's where it goes, north and south. But what tripped me out is their story, man, how they found each other at work. They became friends. And it didn't matter what part of California they were from. It didn't matter what gangs they were associated with. It didn't matter, Nortenos, Sureños. They were homeboys, man. They acknowledged it. Like, yeah, at first, bro, it was a trip. They bought us from Southern California, man, but we hit it off. We're homeboys and shit. Like, you and Dubs, he kept mentioning. I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, and none of that matters to me. See, it used to. Oh, it used to, not awkwardly, but unapologetically. You know what I mean? Unapologetically. Is that how you say it? It meant something to me, right? Now it doesn't. Now I can be cool with anyone. Well, not everyone has the same philosophies, and I found out about an hour later. So as we're kicking back, the bigger one's getting buzzed. And as he's getting buzzed, he's getting touchy-feely with his homeboy, like, yeah, fool, and they're over there fucking arm wrestling damn near on the machine, and they're starting to get on my nerves a little bit, right? So I tell the big one, step off, right? Now, I didn't tell him like that, but I told him like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I'm a jam and shit. They're like, oh, one more drink, one more drink. I'm like, oh, fuck it, one more drink. Why not? I'm only 6 in. Let's go. And so I get a little Corona, do the swirl shit. It's gone, right? And the other dude's still, he's like, hey, man, hey, we'll walk with you. I want to go smoke. We'll walk with you to your car. And I got a pocket full of money now. I'm up like 3 racks at this point. You know, I went from down to up, and away. I get my Superman shit on. So I'm like, and I don't trust anyone when it comes to money, motherfuckers, that's the root of all evil. They'll do some bad shit to you. Fuck the Gunners Collective shit, the YouTube shit. It's now the money situation. So I'm like, oh, bro, I'm parked over there. And I'm thinking I'm going to walk double all the way back around. And, you know, I got to get to my car. Not with some motherfucker I just met talking about, oh, yeah, I don't support you, but I watch you. Right? Now, fuck that. So the other dude kind of gets the feeling like, hey, man, this fool don't want us around. So he's like, all right, bro. Should have kept them around. Let me tell you what happens, right? So they mob off like, all right, bro, it's nice seeing you. Hugs, me mug, shoulder shrugs, all that. The other guy says, yeah, I do it. He's touching and feeling on the guy. And I'm like, damn, Northerner, right? They leave. I got to hit the baño. So I'm taking a liquiazo. When I do, some dude comes in all tatted, head all blasted back. Don't know if he was south or north, but he was something. And he looks at me and I see the look in his eyes. It wasn't a look of recognition. It wasn't a look like got him. It was a look like, who's this Vato thinks he is, right? And I know who I think I am. I'm a guy with a big-ass chorra in my hand taking a liquiazo. And I hate when people are around me in the other trees because I have to boom, boom, boom. And it's like a fucking hurricane going off when I'm shaking out, right? And motherfuckers be like, damn, bro, the wind's fucking my piss play up. So anyways, he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm paying attention because he's the way he's looking at me. And so I go outside and like a baboso, I'm going to hit my vape, right? So I snatch my vape up, puff that motherfucker once. And my truck is not parked far away. So I'm thinking, fuck, bro, it's already 1 a.m, 2 a.m. I got a long ass ride. You know what I'm saying? I got to go far into Washington. Like, man. And so I'm kicking it. And man, if 3 more dudes don't come out, they come out, right, with the dude, the bald dude. They're like, and as I start to walk away, because as soon as I see them already done puffing my shit, I'm about to walk away. Dude's like, hey, ese. And I see a white dude with his old lady. They're probably about 60, 70 years old walking by. I say, hey, he's talking to you, right? He's like, hey, I'm like, what's up? He's like, where you from? And me like a dumbass, what do you think I hit him with? Y'all hold. Earth, right? I'm from Earth, homie, right? Then I hit him with, yeah, I'm from California. What part, eh? Que parte? Norte, right? But I didn't say norte, I said northern, right? But just for content purposes here, to make me sound tougher. Northern California, they're like, sur ese. Sureño gang. I'm like, all right, cool. They're not letting go, man. They're not letting up, right? So I'm walking away. They're walking behind me. I'm like, fuck, this was going to get me in the dark right here by my truck. So I turn around. And I'm like, well, I always got to run into people. Like, fuck. And I'm like, what's up, man? And they're like, hey, what's up with them 2 vatos you were walking around with? I guess they had been seen. They were like, are those busters? Right? I said, what? And I said, look, bro, I ain't even going to lie to you, man. I'm an ex-Northerner. They're like, F Norte, this and that. I'm like, man, well, it's whatever, bro. I'm not a gang member, man, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't no sucker either. My well got started to activate. Like, look, and I'm telling you guys this. Even though I'm an ex-Northern, I'm not involved in the gangs. It still hurts my heart and my ears when motherfuckers disrespect it. You know, especially when I feel, fuck all the bullshit. You're trying to disrespect me as a man. And that's what you're never going to do in my face. You might do it on the internet, on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you choose to do Chuck E. Cheese when I'm with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Over the internet, fucking bumping baking soda breath on the fucking keyboard, whatever. But in my mascara, in my face, I can't let that happen. I've never been him. Even if I don't gangbang, if you're disrespecting the North or the Sur in front of me, I'm Mexican. I mean, that's a Mexican thing. And I'm going to say, well, fuck you. So I chose not to say fuck you at this point because it was 4 of them. What I chose to do was give them some philosophy. And I said, look, bro, you don't watch my channel. I'm Gunners Collective. Again, putting my fucking pata in my mouth, right? I said, hey, bro, I support Sur and Norte, homie. But I don't do the disrespect. You know, I don't play that, bro. And one dude's like, man, I don't give a fuck about the internet essay. I said, well, I do, just based on content purposes. But look, I don't want no issues, bro, but I ain't no fucking punk, bro. I'll tell you that much right now. And the one dude was like, hey, look, break us off, bro. I seen you one feria. This dude had been watching me straight all up in my pockets. Break us off. I'm like, oh, so these motherfuckers are going to try to rob me, right? So I said, nah, I ain't with no money. You ain't got nothing coming, bro. So another dude's a little smaller dude. He's like, hey, bro, let's just go. He's older. He's an OG. He's like, just go. Devato ain't fucking tripping like that. He ain't gang banging. I said, nah, I ain't, bro, but I was a Norteño, bro, so you know, like I was once upon a time in a far, far land, great away. In a land called Hanalei, where Puff the Magic Dragon used to blow out red smoke. That's what I was getting my motherfucking never-ending story on, like a Treyu, right? I was getting my Back to the Future on like Marty McFly before he got that shit. And the other dude with all the tatted head, he was like a super vocal, like gangbanger. And I noticed his fucking shoes. I looked down, his shoes are all unlaced. I saw, oh, this fool ain't about it, right? So as I start to walk to my truck, that dude's like, yeah, that's what you do, Buster. You walk away. And I told him, you don't want to see me one-on-one, though? I'm like, fuck it. If I get jumped, I'm going to get jumped for a good cause. Fuck this money. I got more in the bank. It is what it is. I ain't going to break bread. I ain't going to, you're going to have to take it. So I'm like, well, you're not going to catch a fade, though? He was like, what's up, then? And someone said, handle your business. The little short one said, one-on-one. I said, man, if I didn't beat the motherfucking dog shit, I'd knock them up out them Cortezes, ASAP or Lapicus. It wasn't on no North and South shit. It was on the get the fuck away from me. I'm trying to go home shit. And that's real life, man. And that shit really happened this weekend. And it was boom, 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 boom. Security came out. They rushed off that way, started their cars. I jumped in my truck, started that motherfucker, made sure I didn't drop no hundreds, counted my money, and got on to wiggling. Look, the point of the story is this. 2 whole different sides of the coin, right? Here I was chilling with 2 dudes, one North, one South, X, right? I guess. I don't know if they were still active or not. I didn't ask them. They weren't tripping, man. It was all love. They bought me drinks. These were the dudes, but let me tell you my mentality, that I was treating kind of differently. Like, I don't want to say I was like trying to act tougher than them or wanted to get rid of them, but I was just like, whatever. I guess I'm not into the kicking it like that on the fucking, canalismo shit anymore. And then, on the other hand, then I run into some real gang members. I guess you call them real. And instead of embracing the raza and buying beers and showing love and showing respect and support, this motherfucker wanted gangbang on me. I don't know how many different times I had to tell him I wasn't a gang member. I was a father. I was just trying to go home. I wasn't plea bargaining with them. I was just telling them facts. Like, hey, bro, I don't play that shit. Oh, you better not be a buster. Like, bro, I ain't going to be too many more busters, bro, before I get to 100% 14 busters and start buzzing your head open. Anyways, at the end of the day, I got to see who was the real. When you talk about real ones, who's really the real? The ones that are beating up on the raza, jumping on the raza, approaching the raza, trying to rob the raza, or the ones that are over here buying the raza drinks. Say, show. I fucked up. I should have kicked it with the homies, right? Oh, we seen you from a distance with them 2 dudes. Who are they? Why don't you approach me when I was with the 2 homies? Why you get to approach me when I'm singular? Let's get plural, like Teofimo Lopez, right? But they didn't do that. Anyways, it was a simple one-on-one situation. I cracked him fucking out of his fucking socks. Right? Gave him a good one. Buster dead, isn't he? Right? Gangbanged on him. And then I was up out of there. At the end of the day, man, I prayed for them guys as I was driving. I was out of breath. I fucked that fool. And I won. Sass. Right? I won. But what did I really win? Fought with an adversary over nothing. Stupid. With that being said, man, when you're a content creator, when you're known in the public, man, you got to stay aware. You know, usually I don't fly. I fly under the radar, not solo, right? This time I flew solo and it backfired on my ass, man. They could have easily jumped me, did something bad to me. So I got to respect the other vatos for keeping it gangster. But that one, though, with the tats on his head, he's a sucker, bro. Well, then why do we fight then? Why do we? That's what he talks. Why do we fight then? I said, okay, I don't want to fight no more. Yeah, exactly. I didn't fucking beat you up as a northerner or a southerner. I beat you up as a man. True stories. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. Super respects to the Timu version of me and Dubs that bought me a beer, a couple beers, and respects to the 3 Vatos, and fuck you that you got beat up. That's on you, bro. See, now you went home with a singular tooth. It's on you. Bang, bang.